Two men convicted in the 1994 beating death of Donna Maar just outside of Helena today asked a district judge to set them free. Their defense lawyers say that new DNA evidence in the case clears them of the crime. MTN's Dennis Carlson tonight brings us the latest from today's court hearing.
The legal team for Paul Jenkins and Fred Lawrence called a DNA expert to the stand. Dr. Greg Hampikian told Judge Seeley what the DNA evidence in the case told him.
There's no DNA link whatsoever to Lawrence or Jenkins in this case.
Hampikian said DNA found on a piece of rope at the scene where Donna Maar's body was found belongs to David Wayne Nelson.
I mean, I do a lot of cases. This is the second time I can remember one of my cases where which shows that two men are excluded and someone else is a hit to the database.
In a surprising move, Jenkins and Lawrence's lawyers called David Wayne Nelson to the stand, shackled, wearing a prison jumpsuit. Judge Seeley read him his rights.
You understand that anything you say in this courtroom could be used against you in a criminal case or at a later trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Nelson then said he wanted to speak to a lawyer. After a brief recess, he exercised his right to silence and was returned to the state prison. Nelson's nephew, Fred, told Judge Seeley as he grew up, David was grooming him to be a criminal, and his uncle bragged about committing crimes.
Abducted her out by the garbage cans and robbed the casino, and then took her to a road outside of Helena. Said he was going to let her go, and she said it was cold out. He walked her to the back of the car and said, "I have a sweater in the trunk of the car." Opened the trunk, and he said he pulled out a hammer and hit her in the head with the hammer. He said that two guys got convicted and went to prison for it, and he got away with it.
However, a witness for the state says Fred Nelson has trouble telling the truth. DCI Special Agent Jeff Vidito told the court that David Nelson is a suspect in this case, which he is investigating. Vidito told the court a cellmate of Fred Lawrence at one time, Jeffrey Knapp, says that Lawrence shared details of Maar's death with him.
Fred described to him on multiple occasions specifics regarding the death of Donna Maar and that he and Mr. Jenkins were responsible for it.
Assistant Attorney General Mary Kokenauer questioned Agent Vidito regarding the state's case back in 1995.
2 jury trials. There's nothing contrary that you found yet in your investigation.
That's correct.
To that testimony.
Yes, ma'am.
Dennis Carlson, MTN News, Helena.
And Dennis tells us that Judge Kathy Seeley took today's arguments under advisement, but did not make a ruling from the bench.